Okay? Quiet down, 7th graders. Strike one. Alright. Today we're going to be talking about finding patterns. When you're given a word problem, trying to solve a simpler question and look at a pattern that would lead us to the solution. So, on page 40 it talks about this. It says, news spreads quickly at Riverdale High. At Riverdale High School. Yep. Each student, strike two. Alright, let's go. Each student who hears a story repeats it 15 minutes later to 2 students who have not heard it and then tells no one else. Suppose that one student hears some news at 8 o'clock a.m. How many students will know the news at 9 a.m.? Okay? So, in this question, what you can do is start to look for a pattern and see if we can use that pattern to figure out the answer. So just by writing down, by documenting some things, you can start to hopefully see a pattern. Okay? So at 8 a.m., how many students know the information?
2.
Okay, so this is the, let's see. So what happens at 8 a.m., they hear some news, and then we should keep track of the total number of students. Okay, right? So at 8 a.m., 2 students know. Then at 8:15, what happens? Because it's 15 minutes later. What did those 2 students do every 15 minutes? What happens? What does it say? What do those 2 students do? How many more? 2. Do they just tell 2? So we just go plus 2?
Oh, no.
Or 1 plus 2.
1 plus 2. Why 1 plus 2?
Because that's what I have in your original drawings. You wrote it down, so I just thought it.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1 student. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
1 student knows. Yep. 1 student knows. And then that one student tells 2 students. So at 8:15, how many students know?
3.
3. And then 15 minutes later, what happens?
3 till 2 more people.
But does the 1 tell 2 more people?
Yeah, 2 tell 4 more people.
Yeah.
No, it says that they tell 2 people and then they don't tell
Listen!
Strike 3. We're going to have to do an extra assignment. On page 43, you're going to do the mixed review as well, along with the other. Okay? Yep, you've been talking and goofing around and not listening and paying attention. Okay? So you can't interrupt. You got to follow our procedures. Raise your hand and wait for permission to speak. And follow along. Okay? So, the 1 doesn't tell 2 more, but the 2 tell 2 more each. So the 2 tell how many?
4.
4. Okay. So now that equals 6, right? right?
Yeah.
Okay? So then at 8:30, how many people know?
3. 6.
So if we add, oops, I'm sorry, we don't add these two originals. We just add 4, right? So we have a plus 4, which would equal 7 people.
Wait, what?
So the 1 starts with 1. Then we add 2 and we have 3. And then each of those 2 people tell 2 people. So we have to add 4, which is 7. 7 total. Now if you look at a chart, if it's hard to imagine this happening, one of the ways that you can picture this is on page 41. Look at this chart on page 41. On page 41, they show you a chart where 1 tells 2, and then each of these 2 people tell 2 people.
No, then 3 people don't.
And then each of these people tell 2 people. And so by drawing this out, you can see what's happening at each of the different times. Okay? How many total people by 9 o'clock would know? 31 people, right? 31 people. If each person tells 2 people every 15 minutes. Okay? So this is an example of using a chart and keeping track of the things that are happening in the problem. And this is called a model that you can use to answer a question like this. Okay? Turn to page 42. Brayden.
In that thing, 3 people, it was 3 plus 4.
Yep, 3 plus 4. Yep, right. So, look at number 1 on page 42. This one is part of your assignment. It says Caroline is training for a swim meet. The graph at the right shows the number of laps per day she swims each week. If she stays with this training pattern, how many laps per day will Caroline swim in week 8? So, then it gives you the number of laps that she swims per day. And the first week, she swims 1 lap per day. In the second week, she swims 3 laps per day. The third one, 6 laps per day. By the fourth week, she's swimming 10 laps per day. Okay? So if you continue that pattern, it says how, if she stays with this training pattern, how many laps per day will Caroline swim in week 8? So what would you want to do to prove this answer?
Well, you go up by, it goes 3, 4, and then 5. So you just keep doing that until the date.
Okay. Now, would you want to do that in your head, or do you think that would be something that you might want to write down? Yeah. So, on a chart, so okay, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the weeks, right? And the laps. per day. And then finish the pattern. Okay? So you don't have to do a problem like this in your head. You can write down the pattern and then you can just follow that pattern to get to the answer. Okay? The same would be true for number 2. You can do this same system for 1 through 4, which is what I want you to do for tomorrow. Is to find the pattern, write down the pattern to lead you to your answer. Okay? Then also do 9, 10, and 11. And then you also have to do the extra assignment 12 to 17. Okay?